close.
Hey, I'm Pat
And I'm Mike.
of the Pat and Mike Show. Together again.
Here we
Only
are.
this time we have Luis still in the back of the truck.
Still in the back of the truck.
We never let him out. So the reason we're at the beach today,
Yes.
we are at the beach today.
We're at the beach. Which beach are we at?
We're at Morro Bay Beach,
Mm-hmm.
underneath Morro Bay Rock.
Yep.
And the significance of being at the beach under Morro Bay Rock is because...
You tell us, Luis.
You tell us.
All right. Well, being at the beach is significant because that's the first thing I did when I got out, when I was released from prison, was go to the beach with my family. That was one of the main things I wanted to do. Sharks and all, because I had heard about all the sharks that are in the waters.
They're out there.
Supposedly.
They have
Yeah.
sharks in prison, too.
Yeah, different kind of.
But I think Mike has seen the sharks in prison and in the water.
I've seen both.
You've seen both?
yeah, so
Yeah. Moving along.
so that was amazing to be able to go in the ocean, feel the ocean water, taste salt water, smell the ocean breeze, and be able to jump in and actually swim in the ocean.
Yeah, but how was it when you got out and got back in?
That was horrible. It was freezing. So when the first time I went in, it was fine. Being in the water, it was nice. And then I got out, and after about 30 minutes, and trying to go back in, you feel the cold. You actually feel how cold it is.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. When you were in prison for 18 and a half years, did you dream about being able to come to the beach and go to the ocean? And did you think about that actively?
For sure, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I was getting ready to go to board, like kind of envisioning myself free. And one of the things is being able to even walk on the sand, barefooted, feel that sand. And like I mentioned, that ocean breeze. There's something unique and distinct about taking that in.
You said going to board.
There's a parole board process where we sit in front of a panel to determine whether we're suitable to be released. And getting prepared for that, it is an anxiety ridden, right?
Sure.
A lot of stress that goes along with that of what if I say something wrong, even though I'm trying to explain myself as best I can of who I am as a person. There's always that thought of something being taken the wrong way. And so there's always that anxiety. And even once I was found suitable, the anxiety of preparing to get out, of all the stressors that I had never had to deal with being incarcerated so young. I never had to live a life out here as an adult, so I never had rent, I never had bills, I never had to pay for food. So those are things that kind of come to mind as well as I was preparing to be released. And the first few months being released, it wasn't as anxiety ridden as I expected it to be. It was like a very natural transition, I can call it, because I was very specific in what I needed to accomplish those first few weeks. Obtaining my identification first, driver's license, social security card, medical insurance, and things like that. Other things, life happens, right? Adjustments needs to be made, and so things I learned in prison on how to cope with life in there have served me out here and coping with life out here.
How long have you been driving?
Before I got my driver's license, he always mentioned it as it's like another level of freedom, and it is being able to go to the store if I want to, being able to go to the beach if I want to. It's amazing. So even Mike having his car, he was able to take me and Solomon to the beach my second weekend. So my first day release, I was able to spend it with my family. The second weekend I was out, I got to come to the beach with Mike and Solomon.
Right here. First time getting the ocean there.
It was. He had been
Ever?
Ever.
I think.
First time swimming in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same
and
thing.
this was my first beach.
Same
that
thing.
I came to the first day I got out.
Right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's got to be really big changes.
Big changes.
Yeah.
You don't see an ocean inside prison.
On TV.
I
On
bet
TV,
not.
yeah.
Only on
Pictures.
TV, yeah.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Probably not Not, no sand, no ocean.
Well, and the crazy
Wow.
part is they're about, how far are they from here? 17 minutes drive
Yeah,
to the prison.
yeah.
Not far from here.
So they never like brought everybody over for like weekend barbecues.
No.
No.
No. One day we'll have them on.
That didn't happen. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so I'm curious, Luis, you're talking about a little bit of anxiety. At first, not so much, and then now you're starting to be faced with life.
Sure.
As everyone knows, life can be stressful,
Yeah.
whether you've been incarcerated or not. And so, how, if you can measure it, how is the level of anxiety today for you? Is there a difference? Are you noticing a difference?
There's a difference because I'm very much aware that I'm grateful to be out and very grateful to have an opportunity. At the same time, life does happen. There's whether it's even just scheduling appointments and things like that, something that I never really had to consider. And inside prison, they gave me a pink ducket saying, "This is your appointment."
Yeah, they tell you
Here,
when it is.
they tell you when it's an appointment. Out here, you have to call and kind of make appointments in advance, and then figure out if you have other things conflicting. Sometimes that can get a little much, but at the same time, I'm aware that that's life out here, and I'm grateful for it. I'm very grateful for it.
Well, we're sure glad you're here, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
It's awesome having you around. It's been great getting to know you. And it was cool. We got to meet your brother the other day.
Oh, awesome!
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
and that was awesome.
Yeah. So we really enjoyed seeing him and meeting him and everything. And this is great. Thanks so much for coming with us on the Pat and Mike adventure journey tour
There you go.
of the back of the pickup, because this show has no budget
No,
None.
at all. And thanks for tuning in, you guys. Love us, like us. Make sure you subscribe to Rescue Me. That's our buzzer to get out. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.